Welcome everybody back with a brand new video. In today's video we're going to have a time traveling moment. We're going to go back to the years of 1980 all the way right up to like 2000s as I demonstrate how you can play old retro games that you can no longer play on maybe Play Stores. You may be able to find the games as a redeveloped game or games that suit the modern era, but you might not be able to play them as they originally were. So I'm hoping you're going to find this video helpful and interesting. If you are, make sure you like the video, subscribe if you're new, share out the content. With that being said, let's go. When you go onto the web page, it will look like this. So how you search for classic games, if you just type this a little bit in, so with the spaces and then the forward slashes and stuff. Mario, I've not played Super Mario, so I don't know how that works. I think I played Bloom Tower Defense, but not as the original game. I think I played it when it's like redeveloped, like 2010. Like re-edited. So it suits the time of the market sort of thing. But there's loads of games like Donkey King, Master Chess, Snakes and Ladders, so Tetris. So if you did want to play this game, I will just leave this link on the screen now. So when you're on here, you just click on Play Now. Click on Play. Click on Start Level or OK. I think you can customize your level, so you can have it as extremely difficult as you wish. I'm just going to go with a basic level. Now, I did have a little demo, everyone, before I started this video recording, just to have an idea of what this game is. I did sort of understand it. You can't really touch the parameters of the of the game. So if you went over like up here, I know it'd be game over, or or something like that. Because I did have like 360 points. I did have a little go at it, and yeah, it is fun. Don't get me wrong. It can be a bit addictive though if it's just building up your high scores. If that's what this game does, it doesn't give you like as you completed this many scores and stuff, you can go on to the next level. How do you proceed with the levels and stuff? They might think this is a bit too basic, because I want something more adventurous, more on edge, like a very good film in the cinemas. You just want something like that. But yeah, I must admit, for Tetris, not a bad game at all. So the second website video I recommend visiting is Cool Math Games. Now, why do I suggest Cool Math Games? Because it does have a somewhat library of classic games, hence why I've selected Handman. But I think you can use like Retro Ping Pong, Breakout and Shreds and Land of Void, which I've not heard of. But yeah, there's pretty good, games like I think that's PAX Deluxe required for any of this website I'm demonstrating. You don't need to insert any payment whatsoever to play this game. Now, I must admit though, playing Hangman online is so much different than doing it in person, only because you're playing, in person, and you can ask clues and things. Here, as such, you just got to go with a gamble until all your balloons are popped. But for an interactive version, it's not bad. But, it misses that talking part out of it. It misses where you can talk to another person about, is it this, is it that, is it, so it do kind of miss out on that. It's not really a fully fledged fun version of it, but it's good if you just want to play around with it. It's just good if you just like Handman in general. The next website, is Poki.com. Now, you did see Snake on the other website. You can play it on there if you wish, but I've chosen this website because it has that retro effect to it. As you can see there, so it's a snake now that I'm playing. It do make you feel like you competing in a way. So you can even select your speed as well. So let's go with the medium. So you can change the speed. Yeah, I mean, having it on a fast sort of thing is makes it intense it makes it really intense. So I'm just going to go with the last one now. To have a first mobile phone. It wasn't smartphone related, but I remember this game being on that, and I'm talking at least 15 years ago, at least. But I think it probably might have been on a BlackBerry, if I'm honest. Free80sarcade.com, and when you're on this website, it will look like this. So you can play any games from even the 1942. So even before the internet, there was still games that you could play, which I think is remarkable. It really gives you really good memories, Like Defender, I mean, it even shows you the years of these games, and when you look at it now, I mean, that's some decades ago. After I have the website, game window size, you can customize the game window, but I wouldn't have it at 2 times because most of it will then feel distorted. But yeah, we're just gonna see how this loads up and see what happens. Now, I've not played this, everybody. I have heard of it. I know some what it does, like, the basic, but I've not played it myself, so if I am a little bit crap at this, I do apologise. So yeah, I am actually learning, but I don't know. I don't even know if anything's moving. I am pressing the arrow keys, but I think it's got to do something. I think when you're on this website, and I think it might be like keyboard commands you might have to do for it to work and things. But yeah, I like the retro effect of this, and I think when you go onto these websites, you'd be blown away about just how much it offers. But the next website I recommend everybody is classicreload.com, and I'll leave the link at the bottom of the screen now. So this is just a classic arcade games. You can play like Eyes, Espial, Final Blow, Food Fight, Freeze, Frogs. Hangman as well. That's just more of an actual classic version of it. So if you want an even more classic Hangman, everybody, this is the website. I didn't think this had it at the website to begin with. That's why I chose it on Cool Maths. But yeah, you can literally play the old version of it. Like, it's really good. So I'm just gonna load this up and just see how it works, because I'm curious about how it'll work back in those days. Does that actually tell me? No. Close. So this was on the Windows 90, I think, everybody, when it was on the screen then. That's just mental, isn't it? So the word was Rescular. Didn't know that. Lots and lots of games. And the next game I recommend everybody is Minesweeper Online .online. When you're on this website, it'll look like this. So you can play Minesweeper. Beginner. I tried to have a go at this, but I just couldn't work out what it does. I press like 1 like this. I'm not sure how you win at all. I'm not sure how it works. But when I did press this, it showed what I was doing in replay, which I thought that was a cool feature. But yeah, I mean, if you know how these games work, I think you'll have a real good fun at them. But I played a few, like Tetris. That's quite good. I mean, it's really basic, and you don't need to have any skills with how it works. So the next website I recommend everybody is retrogames.cc, and you can play all these games. So you can Street Fighter, Crash Team Racing, Dragon Ball Z, Sonic Generation. So not a huge variety, but it's enough. I mean, if you just want to look for specifics, you might be able to find it on here. So everybody, this is now the loaded part of the game. I didn't press play quick enough to see for you to see the entire intro animations. But as you can see, there's loading, so looks promising. So you can have time travel, arcade, just to see adventure, select back. Using a Mac, I am everybody, so I don't know how. There you go. I think this is. So if I press adventure, and is Max Dirt Bike from the 2007. Now, I did have a good go at this, and I was really amazed about how good the game was. The downside is I'm new to playing most of these games. I did understand the competition part of it, when I was just moving the bike up to all these hurdles. I did fail multiple times. I did a backflip on myself, and I couldn't really get it moving any more than the starting point. I did progress from that. So as you can see there, if you go on the home page though and click on the classic game section of it, you will see then all these. So you got Bowman 2, Potty Racers, Interactive Buddy, Drag Racer. You see what it has on offer. So I'm just going to click on play. Just going to have a little demonstration on this, and then we're just going to move on to the next two. And that will conclude this video. Click on start. So I do sort of understand it, but I've done that multiple times before this recording was initially started. But I think I've got the hang of it almost. Because normally, when I was doing like other games, I'm more like, you press the buttons quite hard on the keypad, and you should do it really lightly. Because when I go jump, I always think the space bar is jump, but then I'm familiar with how run works, so I think that's how I'm failing on this game. Like this one here, so level 2. So that, everybody, isn't as hard as I thought it was, level 2, so I don't know what level 1 was. Level 3, let's have a quick look what this will do. Oh, I guess easier. So yeah, that's about Dirt Bike. The next game, everybody, is Jelly Car. Now, I did try and find the original type version. It was about, I think it was about 2000, 2008, so it wasn't all classic anyway. But I did try to find the original, and I couldn't find it, so this is the next best to the classic one. I continue playing, so it'll even show you what game you was playing last, which is good. Not many websites do that. You can do multiplayers, IO games, classic games there, so there's a section for that as well, which is good. Snake 2448, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jelly Mario, Street Fighter. So Street Fighter's on pretty much most websites. So I'm just going to click on play, and we'll see what happens when the game loads. Click on start. I think I'm moving this car. I'm not sure if this is easy or hard. This is my first play of it. I'm not even sure what happens if you crash into things, but judging by that, I don't think nothing much happens. Development there, I think it's pretty good. The last game of the video I'm going to mention is Bricks Breaker Classic. Now you can find this game on this website, and again I'll link it on the bottom of the screen now. So how it works, you just click on play. I did already play this, everybody, so it doesn't start from level 1. I do apologise. But as you can see there, though, this is just how the game works. It's pretty easy. You're just using your mouse and you're dragging where you want it to go, like a target. So, like you're positioning it to where it needs to be. But yeah, though, everybody, let me know if you've got any game requests, like anything from the arcades that you don't know if it exists anymore, when you can play them. Let me know in the comments, or let me know if you've got any video ideas for this channel. Any feedback is better than no feedback. So yeah, I'll see everybody next time, but thank you for watching.